Today's learning goal is to solve a system of equations using substitution. So we've solved systems of equations before using graphing, and what that means is we find on a Cartesian graph where two lines cross, which could be maybe here, and where the lines cross, that's the solution for the systems of equations. Today we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it with algebra instead of graphing. But what we're looking for as an answer is the coordinates for the x and y values where the lines cross. So let's take a look at an example. So in this case, they tell us x equals 7. So we already know part of the answer is going to be 7. And then what we have to do is we have to substitute. So we take negative 9, and where we see x, we put 7 because they tell us x is 7. Plus 10y equals negative 3. So let's go ahead and do the math. 9 times 7 is 63 with a negative sign, plus 10y equals negative 3. So let's add 63 to both sides. So that gives us 10y equals 60. Now in order to get y by itself, we're going to divide both sides by 10. So y equals 6. So we know the y value for the system of equations is at the point 7 and 6. Or we were to see it on a graph, we would know that the lines would cross here at this dot right there. Okay? Let's take a look at another example. Okay, this question's similar. We're going to solve using substitution. They already tell us that x equals negative 3, so we can put negative 3 in the x value. Now the next step is to put the x there where the x is to substitute. So we have 2 times negative 3 minus 5y equals 4. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Minus 5y equals 4. Now we can add 6 to both sides to get the letter by itself. So we have negative 5y equals 10. And to get y by itself, we divide both sides by negative 5. So y equals negative 2. So the solution is negative 3 and negative 2. And if we saw it on a graph, negative 3 and negative 2 would be there. So we know that the lines are going to cross at this dot here and here. Okay, the last example is a little bit different, and what they're telling us is that in line A, y equals something, and in line B, y equals something. So we know that these two equations are equal to each other. So we can write this as 9x minus 8 equals 2x plus 6 because they're both equal to y, so they're equal to each other. So we got to get the letters on one side. So we'll take away 2x from both sides. So that leaves us with 7x minus 8 equals 6. Now we're going to add 8 to both sides. That leaves us with 7x equals 14. Now to get x by itself, we'll divide both sides by 7, and that gives us x equals 2. So we can see part of the solution, x is 2. Now how do we find y? Pick an equation, and it doesn't matter which one we pick, but I'm going to pick equation A. So equation A is y equals, here, let's do it here so we can see everything all in the same place. We have y equals 9x minus 8. We know x is 2, so we have y equals 9 times 2 minus 8. Y equals 18 minus 8. Y equals 10. So our solution is at 2 and 10. Okay, your work today is in IXL M8. Good luck.